You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Young and the Restless fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your weekly spoilers from Monday, June 24th, all the way through Friday, June 28th. There is a lot to unpack. Victor's scheme hits high gear. We have a little bit of romance. We have a little hint of a possible breakup coming, and family squabbles and more. If you haven't, though, please reach down and click subscribe before we dive in. Thank you so much if you're already following us. And now let's get started with the action on Monday, June 24th, 2024, season 51, episode 183. I love the fact that Traci Abbott is getting a little romance in her life. She has a date with Alan Laurent over in Paris, and it definitely looks like there's a spark. And while they're out together, he talks about his guilt over what his brother did to Ashley. He doesn't really know what he did. He's also worried that people will think he's his evil twin and think that he was the one doing bad things. He just doesn't know exactly what his brother was doing, and he just wonders how it's going to reflect on him. And then they spend some time just bonding and getting to know each other. It's all very, very sweet. Meanwhile, Audra tries to convince Kyle Abbott to run Glissade with her. Remember, that's what Victor wants. He wants them to be co-CEOs. But Kyle isn't interested because he doesn't trust Audra. He remembers all this trickery and the schemes she was involved with when she was with Tucker. She insists that's behind her. But then his mom, Diane Jenkins, sees them together and assumes it's nothing good. She and Kyle argue after Audra walks away. And Diane is so annoyed with her son, she threatens to go to his dad about his behavior and fire him for insubordination. He says dad won't do it. They are at a standstill. It is very uncomfortable. And Victor, of course, shows up at the GCAC in time to see Kyle bickering with Audra. And then he presses him on coming to work for Glissade, and Kyle makes a counter offer and says he wants to be the sole CEO of Glissade since Audra is a backstabber. And Victor does seem to be considering this because Audra is not necessary for his plan. She's done what he needed her to do. She got Tucker out of the way and he got the company. So his next project is revenge on Jack, and he needs Kyle for that, but not Audra. Meanwhile, Nikki and Nick try to figure out exactly why Victor is insisting on Adam being at the helm of Newman Media. They don't understand it. They are both trying to figure it out. Nikki's a little worried he won't actually leave Newman Media when it's time for her to come back. But then in the end, Nikki and Nick discuss her just focusing on her recovery and sorting it out later. And Victoria Newman has some family drama. Her daughter Katie is spewing a lot of hate and dislike and about Claire, wants her to move out of the house, doesn't want her around, all that. Grandpa Victor shows up and encourages Katie to accept Claire, tells her that he likes her, and then talks about growing up without a family when he was an orphan. So he's going to guilt his granddaughter to try and get her to accept the other murdery granddaughter, as good grandfathers do. Tuesday, June 25th, 2024 is season 51, episode 184. Nick is protective about Phyllis on Tuesday. He's looking out for her. I am very curious what that is about because the same day, Sharon Newman thinks back on her past. I was hoping that Joshua Morrow's standalone episode would lead to a little chic reunion, but then now they have him with Phyllis. And again, we've got Sharon needing romance, Nick needing romance, Phyllis needing romance, and them not pairing any of them. It just doesn't make sense to me. Also on Tuesday, Devon Hamilton and Billy Abbott are fighting for control of the company. Lily is working with Billy as far as he knows. Devon isn't quite sure where her loyalties lie. She seems to be running some kind of scheme, and I don't know if anybody is in on everything she's planning. Wednesday, June 26th is episode 185 of season 51, and Jill Abbott hits Billy with an ultimatum. Remember this week when Billy told Jill that he and Lily are talking about running the company together, but they want to undo the merger and turn Chancellor into Chancellor Abbott and give the Hamilton part back, or the Winters part back so they can be Hamilton Winters again. And I don't think Jill likes this. She already told him no. And if he pushes her, I think she might threaten to yank him out of his position, which might actually be what Lily is hoping to see. And the same day, Devon is questioning Lily Winters' decisions, and she's getting a little annoyed with her brother. Meanwhile, Adam and Chelsea Lawson get some upsetting news, and it's got to be about Connor. It's something disturbing. Remember, they were going to get to go see him. He's eating soup. He's ready to see them in person. They were getting ready to leave town, and then Victor called Adam with marching orders. So we'll see how this goes, but this could prove problematic for one or both of their relationships with their partners. Thursday, June 27th, 2024, season 51, episode 186. Billy is not a happy camper. He is chafing at Chelsea's bond with Adam. Chelsea is spending more and more time with Adam because they're doing video calls with their son. They've been traveling, trying to go see their son. And Billy doesn't like it. We all know Billy is a brat, and he likes to suck up all the oxygen and have all the attention in the room. And, Chelsea, I think he can look past the amount of time Chelsea's giving to Connor, but when she's cutting Adam in on that, Billy is just, I think, about to start engaging in typical Billy problematic behavior. Meanwhile, Victor uses Kyle against Jack Abbott, and Victor is outsmarting Jack. Jack is going to be completely blindsided. Audra gets busy scheming about her next move. I just wonder if Victor's going to tell her that she has to be COO or something under Kyle, because maybe he thinks that it will hurt Jack more if Kyle is the sole CEO of a competing company. I don't know. So I just wonder if Kyle's her boss and she's planning sabotage. I mean, it would kind of serve Audra right to lose the reins of the company that she helped Victor steal from Tucker. Kind of be instant and painful karma. That takes us to Friday, June 28th, 2024, episode 187 of the current season. Sally Spectra and Chloe Mitchell have a brand new project to tackle. I'm excited to see them. I enjoy seeing Sally and Chloe together. They have a sweet little relationship. Meanwhile, Jack and Diane are very worried about Kyle, worried about his future, and I just wonder if they know who is behind his new job, behind Glissade. And remember, Victor wanted Audra to tell no one, and she has kept his confidence, kept the secret, but I do wonder if that'll change if he demotes her and gives Kyle the sole reins to the new company he bought. Meanwhile, Sharon has to make a distress call, and I wonder if this is about Connor, if it's about somebody else, or if it's about the issues with her medication that she talked to Nick about last week. That is everything that we have for next week's spoilers. Go ahead, click that subscribe button if you haven't, and drop your comments. Let me know what you are excited to see next week, and be sure and come back because we are here talking Young the Restless 7 days a week. And as always, I'm your host, Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.